Hello Matt, it is the 1st of June. On the topic of your nostalgic games, Chamber of Secrets, I played that quite a bit, and yeah, really enjoy it. However, the game on that I feel most nostalgic for myself is The Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah, basically the only Grand Theft Auto game I've ever played. It was basically a Grand Theft Auto set in Simpsons World, and yeah, I remember you doing a few parts of a walkthrough of that on your channel like a long time ago. So I can tell you've had a lot of connections to the game. And so do I. It's a good game by myself. It's the only Simpsons game I've ever played, and it's the best Simpsons game I've ever played. And the other part of your vlog was the question you asked me. Now, of course, yes, it was disappointing we didn't get promoted. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it was all the penalty taker's fault, really. I don't know if it's more or a beta, they both missed, but whoever skived it over did the complete wrong thing. Worst time to miss. Anyway, considering the fact that, I think it was 6 years ago now that we lost our playoff final last time, and we got promoted automatically the next season, with a squad that was arguably worse than what we had now. I mean, let's be honest here, the team we had in 2011-12, I probably wouldn't say is the best team to ever win a championship. In fact, it probably is one of the worst. I mean, our star striker was Adam Lafondra and Noel Hunt, and our best player was Alex Pierce. Yeah. So I think we have a reasonable chance, but I don't know, the quality in the championship now, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. We could. Just keep it an open mind. We could. Anyway, we're the best to get promoted automatically anyway. Why get promoted via playoffs when you can just go up automatically and win in style? Okay, Matt, so you probably read from the title of the vlog, this is not going to be a movie review. However, this is going to be a continuation of the 2 videos I did 2 years ago, the 10th year anniversary of the first series of Doctor Who episodes. Now we are coming to the 10th, well, we're currently on the 10th year anniversary of the airing of these episodes. Yeah, 10 years ago today, or 10 years ago tomorrow, saw the airing of Family of Blood, which is the 2nd episode in this trilogy of episodes which are my favourite ever episodes of Doctor Who. Because I think it'd be much better reviewed than a movie this week. So my question to you, Matt, on the subject of favourite episodes of Doctor Who, if you can remember, what was your favourite episode? Yeah, open question here. What's your favourite Doctor Who episode? So let's get straight into it with Human Nature, Family of Blood, and Blink, the Volume 3 DVD of Series 3, released in 2007, and Family of Blood came out on the 2nd of June, which is 10 years ago tomorrow. Right, so Human Nature and Family of Blood were a joint storyline. Basically, I'm assuming that all viewers of these vlogs know Doctor Who, because let's be real here, if you're our age, you must know it. And 2, if you don't know it, you'll be so confused, because I'm not going to say complete storylines. So basically, right, the Doctor and Martha are being tracked down by the Family of Blood, sort of beings who need to take the shape of something to survive, and they want to take the shape of the Doctor and take his TARDIS to rule the world, obviously. So the Doctor does the only thing he can do, turn into a human, and then him and Martha basically escape to 1913 Britain, where they take up jobs in a grammar school, and the Family of Blood tracks them down and needs to find the Doctor by taking the shape of 4 ordinary people, but turn them into monsters. Basically, their whole mission is to find the Doctor and find out how he managed to make himself a human, basically. All this taking place with Martha, being smart. No companion was bad, but Martha was definitely the most active out of the 3 main ones that the first 4 series of Doctor Who had. Yeah, and then it also wrapped in a love story between the human Doctor and Nurse Redfern. And yeah, quite a lot of story points. So, where to begin with this two-parter? Like, there's so many places to begin. First of all, the setting for Doctor Who probably isn't the most extreme. I mean, there were obviously a lot of references to the World War that would happen the next year in the story, because it takes place in a grammar school and the students there were probably going to fight in the war. So yeah, there was a lot of references to that. And then, but it's not really the most creative setting. But the scenario, easily one of the best. No, top 3 best easy like scenarios in the whole run of Doctor Who. Turning him into a human, making him completely vulnerable, completely naive, completely unaware what the hell's happening. It is just, and it's all walled off by David Tennant's acting. Now, I mean, I did say Christopher Eccleston was my favourite, but let me just say again, Tennant and Eccleston I think are the exact same level of acting. It's just Eccleston made the most of his episodes where Tennant had a lot of budget to work with. And this basically goes to show Tennant is an amazing actor. I mean, seriously, if David Tennant doesn't win at least a BAFTA by the end of his career, I think the world is completely unjustified. He should. Some of these scenes, so incredibly acted, you wouldn't even think it's a TV show. Like, it's just brilliant. Like, every character's acted well. And, I mean, the standouts, so the characters only appear once, like, in this series. Like, there's, obviously, Nurse Redfern's really good. Don't remember the actress who played her, but she's really good. Then, Thomas Brodie Sangster plays a student, I think his name's Tim, who, he's really good. He's the one who sort of finds the Doctor's conscience-ish, and he mildly becomes more Doctor than the Doctor in human form. And then the Family of Blood. Fantastic, like, the 4 of them, right? That you have the Mother of Mine, who is the Martha's friend, that's fair enough, not the most interesting character. The young girl, obviously young girls, when they're evil, they're always threatening. Then Father of Mine has got a great voice, must say. But then, Harry Lloyd as Son of Mine. I mean, honestly, Harry Lloyd, man, in this role, he is having a blast. Seriously, he's shouting all his lines, just makes such a great villain. Like, really, again, most of these actors, I don't see why they haven't gone on to bigger and better works in their career. So, yeah, basically, as you can tell, I love this two-parter. I've got to save some time for Blink, because that's another one of my favourite episodes. But, I mean, if this two-parter were a movie, no joke, I did the calculations right, no joke, this would be my 10th favourite movie. Yeah, it's that freaking good. All spectacular without a doubt. But then it was followed up by Blink. Now, I said that Family Blood and Human Nature probably would be my 10th favourite movie of all time. I did the calculations for Blink as well, and no joke, it would be my 7th favourite movie of all time. Seriously, the previous 2 were my 2nd favourite episodes. Blink is my favourite. Oh, Lord. Right, explaining the plot in the amount of time I have is basically impossible. But I will say, the Doctor's trapped in time, and he's helping someone called Sally Sparrow to find a way to send the TARDIS back to him while avoiding the Weeping Angels. Now, this episode has a lot of mystery in it, really well paced mystery, and then it also has elements of horror, which are the Weeping Angels, man. Like, I'm sure they are the most frightening things in all of media history. Like, you got Hannibal Lecter and you got Kathy Bates, but neither of them compare to the Weeping Angels, man. Seriously, the fact they just stay still, they kill you peacefully, it's just, oh man, no wonder they are reused in Matt Smith era. And then the other characters as well. Carey Mulligan plays Sally Sparrow brilliantly, almost like a Doctor's companion, without even seeing the Doctor. I mean, the Doctor only has really a cameo in this episode. He's only on like a video, and at the very end of the episode, all the time though, he is guiding Sally Sparrow through a series of clues that she works out, and yeah, I won't spoil anything. But then you have other characters like Kathy and Lawrence Nightingale, who are also really good characters. Like they seem like they would be Doctor's companion material. And then the detective Shipton as well, who is like suave and cool, but then something happens to him later on, and you see his torture. You really do, and it's so amazingly paced. I mean, I wouldn't say horror is the most well-paced genre in anything, but this episode found a way, man. It found a way, and the best thing is, I wouldn't say it's the best thing, but the weirdest thing is the Doctor, in my 3 favourite episodes of Doctor Who, which equal up to about 2.25 hours, he only has 20 minutes of screen time. Like, the Doctor as himself, not as John Smith the human in Human Nature. Literally, the Doctor himself has about 20 minutes of screen time out of 2.25 hours. But he still plays a big role, don't get me wrong, but I find that weird, how he does it. So amazingly paced, very frightening, very good situation. I mean, all spectacular, but that doesn't even cut it. It really doesn't. It's so incredibly good. And it basically just goes to show that in 10 years ago today, the show is still going on today, but 10 years ago, right now, was when Doctor Who was literally at its peak. Like, it got out, these 3 episodes, the best in history. And then the last 3 of Series 3 as well were absolutely brilliant as well. And then Series 4 was also fantastic. Didn't quite live up to the heights of the 3 episodes I just talked about, apart from maybe the last 2. And then there was the specials, which were okay, and then Matt Smith came along. His best episode was his first, and then it just sort of fell to pieces after that. The storylines became too complicated, and I stopped watching it when Peter Capaldi became a Doctor. Yeah. But, just for now, for this moment, remember, 10 years ago today, our favourite show was at its peak. Right, thanks for watching the vlog, Matt, and I will see you on Saturday.